Okay, Mayor.
Yes.
In your years as mayor, and there have been many, 16, you've given thousands of speeches. You've been in high-level negotiations. You've even testified before Congress. You've met with presidents. Yet despite that, you do face some criticism about your speaking style. You admit, and you've told this to me and you've said it all along, I'm not a fancy talker. Does it bother you that people talk about this? Do you think it's even fair that they do?
People criticize me for the way I speak. But you know what it is about the way you speak? It's about getting the job done for the city of Boston. That's how I look at it. Silver tongues have led our city, our state, and our country many years. They didn't accomplish as much as we're accomplishing in Boston today. So I don't mind it. I mean, I read about it in one newspaper almost every week, and I just got to do about my job. But it's about the people. How do the people in the neighborhoods feel about Tom Neal? That's what I care about the most. The neighborhood folks, they make the difference in our city.
Do you think this should even be an issue, Mr. Yoon?
No, that's unfair to criticize someone's speaking style. It's what he is speaking. And you know, what we hear time and time again from you, Mr. Mayor, is how great the city is. And it is a great city. I believe that to my core. I'm proud of it. But there's so much work that needs to be done. And, you know, what we don't hear from you is the courage to say there's some fundamental things that we need to change if we're going to be able to solve these problems. I mean, it's almost a way of avoiding the problems that we have or pretending that they don't exist. They really, really do. And for all the time that you spend out in neighborhoods and communities, you know, if you really listened and was willing to take some criticism, I think you'd hear that. And not only that, I think you'd hear some of the best ideas with the talent and the energy and the intellect and creativity in our region. They could be informing you about how we can make these changes so that we can actually have safer streets, so that youth violence can go back down to almost zero, the way we've had it before, so we can graduate 85% of our kids and not 60% of our kids.
Mr. Florida's turn.
Yeah, I'd agree obviously with Sam that it's not about articulation, it's about listening. Listening to the residents of the city. And for the last 16 years, it's become all about one person in Boston. That's not healthy. It's never good. And so allowing new ideas to come to the surface, to reach out and to tap into Boston's intellectual capital, that's what's at stake. Our city is stuck in neutral. It's time to get Boston moving forward. It's going to require new leadership, new ideas, and a fresh perspective, not a fresh tongue.
Mr. McCray?
I agree. It's unfair, and I cringe every time I see the well-known nickname they have for the mayor. It's not fair, and I think he actually should be highlighted for knowing that he has this deficiency and going out in public and giving speeches and going to the school kids, because what it says is you can achieve. We all have things that we're not perfect in our lives, and you can overcome those things and you can move forward and you can either become the mayor of Boston. I agree with what Sam's saying. It's not how he says it, it's what he says. You know, he talks about going out into the communities, but I've been in community meetings for 10 years, and I've never seen him in those tough meetings. The ones in Fort Point Channel, the one in Alston, the one in Dudley, where we're talking about what's going on in Parcel 3. Sam and Michael are at those decision-making meetings. The mayor isn't there, but then what happens later on? In a backroom deal, which he's accusing him of being involved in, he gives the parcel to somebody else with no public process whatsoever.
Final word, Mr. Mayor?
That's, I'm out there, I'm working with the kids from Carbon Square on the smoking issue. I'm working with the Dorchester Collaborative on the issue of young people and violence. I'm out there all the time. Listen to people, work with them. That's my job as mayor, being out in the neighborhoods. And when the kids came to me about the budget from the schools, I met with them 3 or 4 times. Civil courses in the Boston Public Schools. I met with the Hyde Square Task Force several times, urging them and helping them to get the civic course in the Boston Public Schools.
I'd love to get all of this in, so let's continue. Let's keep going on. A lot of issues, of course, for the city of Boston.